This is, I think, the first year where I really honestly believe that I belong. You know, the first year you're kind of like, wow, now I'm supposed to be one of those people that I've watched on, you know, videos and seen on the internet. And then the second year, I don't know, the second year was just weird. It kind of almost, it felt like a little bit of like a sophomore slump. It just felt very pressured. It felt like you had something to prove, like you had to prove it wasn't a fluke that you were there. And this year, it finally feels like I believe I belong at the games, and I believe I can do well, and just, I guess, a different level of confidence this year. Last year, the games, my 2 points where I struggled were the triathlon and then the handstand push-up WOD. I'm not terrible at handstand push-ups. I have a gymnastics background, but I just did not have enough exposure to doing the deficit handstand push-ups, where I kind of didn't really have a plan, didn't know my body well enough to know how to approach that one, and I didn't finish it. There's always going to be stuff that's a little bit more, I guess, random or a little bit more unique. New skills you don't get to see the rest of the year, so it's fun to kind of play with those different types of skills, training for the games, but still really you gotta stick to that basic CrossFit, right? And kind of those basic tenets of CrossFit, because at the end of the day, that's what it is. I got talking with Greg, and we were talking about law school and how I'd, you know, just graduated, just passed the bar, and he asked me, well, what kind of law do you want to practice? And I was like, well, and I had didn't have a job that time, wasn't really doing anything. I was like, well, you know, eventually I'd like to do something in sports. I've done sports all my life, that's what my passion is, that's kind of where my interests are, so that's what I want to do. And he goes, well, why don't you come work for me? He's like, there's a real need for it. Everything's all fucked up. And I was like, oh, well, that's cool. Yeah, service and process of Italy, they want to make sure they're on track with that. They did say the courts, the federal courts in Canada, they said that system moves very fast. Primarily what I do is IP theft work. So a lot of trademark stuff, some copyright things. Really, we're trying to protect the affiliates. You know, these people in our community are paying good money to use the CrossFit name and be affiliated with CrossFit, and that we want that to mean something. I don't think I have ever worked for any organization where I have felt so respected and felt like that really people valued my opinion and wanted to know my opinion. It's been so amazing from day one. One that can be a little scary, especially coming in as a new attorney and people saying, well, what's your opinion? Like, what do you think about this? And going, oh, I have an opinion? Okay, wait, I'll think of something. But now that I start to know what I'm doing, and I feel comfortable saying, well, this is what I think about this, or this is what I think we should do. And that's really cool to have someone trust you from day one, trust you with that kind of responsibility, and really believe that you can make a difference and you can do this work. And so I can improve and stuff. And starting to slowly feel okay, signing my emails with attorney. Every year it's just harder, and it means more because it gets that much harder, because the level of competition is just increasing so rapidly. We had some great athletes this year finishing in those 4th, 5th, 6th spots at our region. It really kind of validates all the hard work you've done all year long and how much you put into this to get that ticket and to earn that spot. It really kind of proves to me that I can compete among the best, right? That I'm one of the fittest people in the world, and to have that chance to prove that at the games is just great.